Evo Dog.
Welcome to Raven Files Paranormal Investigation. Today, we have a homeowner saying that she has been haunted in not only one house, but two. Due to the paranormal activity has been occurring lately, she decided to call Raven Files for a house reading. This reading will be done at an undisclosed location.
Things in the backyard. We'll be out here around the fire and you'll see images, like just, it's always dark black images. It's weird. But you never see anything like I would say that's good. It's always, shut it. Shut it. Lulu, I know you're there. Ooh, prickle thorns.
Thank you.
You're alright, girls. There's no electric in here. I had to shut off. Alright, watch your buns. It's storage now. Okay, here's the hot spot. This house, my God. I don't even like walking in here. I get this.
Sense of somebody looking at you or just heaviness?
Both. Like you get that feeling like, why are you here? Get out. And being watched the entire time. Like I'm under surveillance.
So is this room the main room that you would say, or
It's every room.
every room?
Every single room.
Any bumps or knocks or
All the time.
footsteps?
All the time.
Anything clinging, clanging?
All the time. I'm serious. This one is like the... And it's got... The feeling has really changed in this house since we've moved out. It's almost like... It's him saying, I won. It's mine again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's always how it feels to me. And I've actually had a dream it's more than once. I've had dreams where I'll wake up with whispers saying, it's mine. It's always been mine. You know, things along those lines. And I'm like,
And
I understand.
tell me again the history in this house.
Okay, this house is one of the old Mannon houses. So, the history was the guy that lived here, the first owner of this house, I don't know his name, he had probably 6 or 7 kids. His wife died in childbirth, which really ruined it for him. He was very abusive. He would, like Frank, he's 100 and some years old. He said that before he had that last stroke, he said that the man was meaner than a rattlesnake. Couldn't talk to him. All he did was yell at the kids, hit the kids.
Really?
His daughters married young to get away from him. There was 2 boys left. He beat them for no reason. Frank said that the one, they was down here in this little creek playing, and it was raining and had been raining for days, and the culvert got clogged. And when they unclogged it, that's when the mass of water came down. The little boy was down. It's down in there, so he had no time to get out. He was washed away. They searched for him for hours, Frank said, because Frank was young at the time. He said he was like 7 or 8. and he said that the little boy, they came back to tell the dad, and the dad grabbed hold of the little boy and just started beating him and beating him and beating him, and picked up a rock and
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
crushed the back of his head.
Wow.
Yeah, so Frank said he was just unbearable. It always gives me chills talking about it. Unbearable.
Is that what always why my back of my head hurts?
I don't know. You're crazy. So that was that, and then after he had passed away, like he was really abusive to the girls, all of them. Then
Did he have a name?
I want to say his name was John, because that's the name. Every time I talk about him, that's the name I hear. John. But I hate that his name's John, because the guy that I got the house from was named John. He was the sweetest thing in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. Yeah, this place, it's a mess now. Wasn't much better before, but at least it was livable. And here's the living room. You know, that's why I told you to stay at the other house. There's always stuff going on here, like stomping. Lights would flicker on and off. TV would come on and off. Let's see. You'd be sitting there. We had a coffee table sit here, and you'd be sitting there. The kids were little, so it wasn't them. Your drinks would get knocked over.
Now you're saying that you lived over here okay, and then you moved to the newer house across the way. Okay.
Yeah. I know, not a big move, but but I wanted out of here that bad. It was getting to the point that it was getting bad. I would wake up with red marks on my wrists. I had red marks on the side of my leg. Like, I had where it looked like somebody punched me in my thigh. I had 2 scratches on my neck. Nothing that broke the skin, but you know, like enough force to leave marks. I got hit in the face. It woke me up. My nose was bleeding.
Oh, really?
And Jared said, it's maybe a typical nosebleed. I said, no, that's a painful, and it bruised across the bridge of my nose.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And Jared's like, well, it's not doing anything to me. And I said, you're not the one asking questions. I think that's why it came after me so hard, is because I wanted to know.
Has it died down since you left? It still pop in here every once in a while? Or does it continue like it's like the lights or the bumps or walks?
I've now, since we've left, when I come in here, I come in, grab what I'm getting, and get the hell out of here. It's fast. Because right now, I feel like I'm terrified to be in this house because of the things that happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't like it at all. Upstairs, and maybe these boxes are empty.
And do you normally come by yourself, or do you bring somebody along with you?
I always have Jared with me. And if I do come by myself, I always leave the door open. Storage bin now. I've been pushed down these steps. That was pretty bad. Oh yeah, I don't have that. Ew, what is that smell? This was our room. And our bed's set here. God, it stinks. Bed's set here, and Leland's bed was right there. So right about where she's standing is where I seen that little boy. Over top of him. This room, oh my gosh. You could hear stomping constantly. This light would swing back and forth. The closet light would come on and off. What else was it?
We still have our letter from Santa.
Okay. There was a nightstand that sat here, and the lamp went from the nightstand and over that way and shattered.
And you witnessed that?
Yeah. Scared the bejesus out of me. Not gonna lie. Because my baby was laying right here.
Right.
Here's JJ's old phone.
Okay. Nina's room. Here, go to bed. I don't smell it in here, but God, that's awful. What is that? Nina's room.
How did it get trashed?
You.
Is this possibly where your son sees the...
Yes, this is
image?
where he sees the woman.
It's so tiny.
And then that's just sealed up.
Is that to the egg?
Yeah.
Can you take this?
Whatever, take it and go. Go, go, go. Go. Down the steps. I opened the door one time, plain as day. There was a man, old man, gray, very scruffy. Like shaved, but like coming back in real scruffy. Holding a pipe. He had raggedy clothes on. His hair was all a mess. And when I opened this door to get something out for her, he looked right at me. He said, "Get the hell out of my house."
You think it was the same old guy?
Probably. Very raspy voice, like a smoker from day one type deal. And I was like, okay. I slammed the door and ran out of the house. Now, this is after we moved.
After?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Does it happen more at nighttime or throughout the day?
This was during the day, broad daylight.
Was it just within that time frame of the eclipse?
No. This is probably a year ago.
Here we go.
Yeah. Because I came over to get some stuff out of here for her. And that's when I'm just over here getting stuff. I always announce. Oh, sorry. I always announce that I'm in here, coming in here. You know? I like to try to make my peace
Yeah.
before shit hits the fan. This place is a mess. Nothing really happened in the bathroom. Like, nothing. It's just trashed. Does look like a scary old house. That was it. I've been shoved down these steps. I've seen the boy a lot here.
The little boy.
Yeah. Things would come up missing constantly. You find them elsewhere. Like I said, I had marks on me. Leah said, wanted to know whose room that was. I said it's Nina's. So she said that whoever had tried to hurt her before would try to do it again. I don't know what that meant. I don't know if it was here, whatever it was. No, it was probably here, honey. The old lady hangs out there. Renee, Jared's sister, was smoking a cigarette on our front porch and seen a man here. She said it was a man. She couldn't really tell because it was dark. And she said like the door slid open, and that's when she put her cigarette out and went back in the house. She said she went to sleep. It was like middle of the night. She went to sleep and she started having these weird dreams that the walls were closing in on her. And she woke up. She came up and woke me up at like 6 in the morning and was like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I seen something in the other house and now I'm having these weird dreams. This was over the summer and she's still having the exact same dream at her house in West Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. She
Think something attached to her?
I think so.
That's not good.
No. I don't come over here as much anymore. Leland seen the old... Now, Leah told me that the old lady was in the kitchen making flapjacks. And she seemed pretty harmless. She just wanted to know where... She told Leah to put the keys on the hook. Because Leah was like, you have keys come up missing? I said, all the time. She said that's why the lady likes them in a certain place. Leland sees the old lady covered in blood, mad, and tells him to get out. So I don't know if she presents herself like that to Leland
Right.
to get him out of this house so he doesn't get hurt.
Right.
I don't know. Leland sees a lot more than I do. Jared sees a lot more than I do. Jared's so scatterbrained. There's something going on with Jared. It's like there's this driving force for him, and he doesn't stop. The man has been on this mission. It's weird. Cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he likes his house to be clean, but I mean, he's taking it to a whole new level. He told me last night that it's like he couldn't stop himself.
Any past history or any medical problems or?
He started seeing a psychiatrist because he started hearing voices. But the voices were harmless.
Mm-hmm.
He hunched and singing mushrooms. He loves to do it. And he loves the quiet time in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
He just loves all that stuff. So he would go out to the Quee, and he said he always talks to Mother Nature. I said, that's fantastic. Always give thanks for what you get. Then he said the one time he was grounding himself, and it was like she yelled, come to me, or follow me, or something like that. And then so he said that he was out there, he would talk to her. And I said, well, that's normal. Everybody, you're supposed to. And then he said that he found these, he showed me a picture. I know he erased it. He erases pictures all the time. The vines. They made like doorways. And he said he walked through them. And I was like, don't walk through the vine.
Yeah, don't walk through anything.
That's rule number 1. That's when shit started happening.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I always feel crazy talking about it.
Nah, don't feel crazy.
Like, he literally walked through it. I'm like, what? He said there was 4. It was like a circle around this tree, the way the vines were. There was big ones and there were smaller ones. One he had to duck through. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you walking through portals?
And that's what happened.
And that's out at the Quee.
I know he was hell-bent on getting the kitchen clean when I got here. And so is that part of his daily routine? Just making sure everything's clean?
Lately.
Yeah.
He told me this morning, he said, I don't feel right. He said, I feel like something is pushing me.
Driving him to be this way.
Yes.
But what would it do?
Yeah, Maleficent.
Thank you.
So he said, I'm hearing voices. I said, well, what are you hearing? He said, it's everything he hears lately is mumbled. Everything, he said, he can't make it out. And the ringing, he said, the ringing is so intense in his ears. But I told him, I've always been told that is like messages trying to come through. Because my mom always had a connection to the Fae. Always, like I said, I always feel weird talking about it. Like my mom and my grandma and all them. I don't mess with that because they're evil. And I told my mom. She's like, they're not evil. I'm like, no, they're evil. They'll get ya. So I told Jared, I said, you have to be careful what you walk through in the woods. You can't just be going and doing all kinds of things willy-nilly. Because now he's acting so weird. It's weird. And he said that he doesn't feel like he wants to hurt anyone, but he's afraid it's going to drive him to the point that he hurts himself. You can hear walking, things moving, and cabinet doors opening, refrigerator opening, washing machine lids slamming down, water coming on, things that are unplugged coming on. My little one seeing old lady next door at the empty house, a man standing here, a man walking through at night, and like she said, when I saged,
Right.
it stopped, but it came back.
Did you sage?
I did.
Okay.
I did sage.
Anyone bless the home?
No.
No.
No. I did sage. It dies down for a week or so, and then it comes back gradual.
How many times you sage? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've saged here once a month.
Do you have any incense that you use for saging, or is it the sage itself?
Sage itself, dragon's blood.
Dragon's blood. That's what I was going to get to.
I use, and what's the other one? Sometimes I'll frankincense and things like that.
Okay. Any salt on the windows?
Yes, black salt,
Okay.
which I actually have to redo.
Any around the house?
Yes,
Okay.
I put black salt around the house. When I have enough, we do the property line.
Okay.
Neighbors think I'm whack job, but whatever. I've actually even dug a little deeper, did some more research, did the apples, you know how you cut them and bury them in the front yard and the corners, and
I heard about that.
I've done that. I've had dream catchers made. She has obsidian in all four corners of her bedroom. They also have little protective jars in their rooms. Everybody does.
Okay. Did the paranormal activity, did it spike up within the last couple weeks?
The lunar eclipse.
That's when it really spiked.
That's when everything was just very intense. That's when I had someone lean on my bed and like breathe. I could hear it.
Now, has it died down at all? Or did you sage since then?
I have saged.
Okay. Did it work?
It died down, but now it's starting to pick back up. I've seen a glove flip completely over since I've saged. So that means here we go again.
Exactly. Anything small, bumps, walks, foot.
You hear footprints. Last night was very active. I went to bed. I took a sleeping pill and went to bed. Jared heard a lot of thumping and walking.
Down here on the main floor or upstairs?
All through the house. He said that he heard it upstairs, and he said it is Christmas time. You never know. People tend to like to break into houses. I was like, well, yeah, but come on, Jared, get real.
Yeah.
You know. He's like, I know. He said, but he walked upstairs and checked everybody's room, and then he said it sounded like he was chasing the steps. They were up in the attic. And he's like, I couldn't move the bed, and I was like, he said that's when I knew it was just the noises.
Because there's no way to get to the attic without going through a bed.
Yep.
Okay. Can you let me know about the footprints in the tub?
The footprints in the tub. They appear every now and again. I freaked out the other night when I seen them. I always clean the tub out before I put somebody in it. It's just me. And I scrub it all down with Dawn and all that good stuff, spray it out, and I noticed these footprints, and I was like, what the hell? So I thought it was Leland's. So I went to scrub them, nothing. And then I thought, well, they're little. So that's when I grabbed my phone, and I called Renee, and I said, I got baby footprints in my tub. She said, shut up.
So even when you scrub, it's still there?
It's still there. Like, they go away, and they come back.
Same spot, same location?
Same general area in the middle of the tub.
Does it ever look like it's running around in the tub or anything?
Sometimes there's footprints in the back of the tub. Sometimes they're in the middle of the tub. It's just weird. I said something to Jared about it, and Jared's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, what do you mean you know? Yeah, like,
Don't want to share the information with you.
how do you see baby footprints and not tell me? Nina noticed them first.
Okay.
A while ago. I've never noticed them. Like I said, I clean that tub every day.
Pre-eclipse or no?
Pre.
Okay.
Pre-eclipse. I clean it every night when I'm putting Leland in there, and I've never noticed them until that night. And they're pretty noticeable. And they weren't there yesterday, and they weren't there the day before, but they're back today. It's weird how they come.
Is it possible if you can go around your house and let me know the hot spots?
Yeah.
Okay.
The window. Number one. Everybody always sees a man standing at my window. Had quite a few people say that he stands like this. He stands like this, with his hands behind his back, you know, like an older man would. My pappy always did. And he just stands there and watches out the window. I got pushed here and fell here right before a reading. That was really weird. There's always walking through here. Not really stomping, but like normal with boots on. Cabinet doors open. These top cabinet doors are open. Fridge doors open. But it's always like...
And as you see, it shuts.
Yeah, it's always open like right here, but I don't know how they do it. These cabinet doors will be open.
And you running the water?
They run the water.
Now, when they run the water, is it the handles turn?
Night.
Is the handles turn and you have to turn them?
The handles will be like this, but the water will be like this, which is weird.
Yeah.
And it's always in the middle of the night. It drives me crazy. These are pulled open. That's pretty much it. It's just things like this sign will be down here. You know, like...
Now, you think those are signs?
I don't know. They just like to move things.
Okay.
A lot. I've actually found the coffee pot over here on top of the coffee pod box. The whole Keurig unplugged and sat over here before.
I have the same one. So the whole thing was over on sitting on the box.
Yes.
Okay.
And I know it wasn't Jared in one of his cleaning frenzies because he was in bed. He went to bed before me that night.
So different things move throughout your house.
Yes. Let's see. I'm waiting to see something wrote on the chalkboard, but I haven't yet. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Has it happened before?
No, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that.
As long as it doesn't say get out.
Oh my God, I will just lose it. In here, there's always stuff moved around. It's like they like it in here for some reason. Those jars that are hard to get to will be over there. The wreaths will be over here.
And you said something about banging on walls?
Yeah, these have nails, so you have to be careful. And you'll be sitting there and you'll hear somebody do this. Sometimes they'll play a catchy little tune.
Really?
Yeah.
That loud?
Yeah. Sometimes they'll be like stuff like that. I know it's not the kids because they're in bed and they're terrified.
No one at the back door?
Nope.
Of course, it's the other end of the house, right?
Right.
Okay.
In the living room, this isn't insulated and you can hear everything. The kids are terrified of this room. They don't like to even come in here to get a drink out of the drink fridge. I've had the door open and shut a few times.
How about the light? Does it ever come on and off?
This one, we had to take the bulb out of because it would. It would go completely dark and then it would light back up. And then it would make this weird sound and then it would light back up.
Yeah, definitely take that out.
So I took that out. I don't know what the hell this is. I found this laying on the floor probably about a year ago.
Which floor? In
here.
This house?
In here.
No one owns it.
Mm-mm.
Let's see if I can get a good
I just put it there because I didn't want the kids to get a hold of it. I don't know what that is.
some type of hair.
Uh-huh. That's what I said. I was like,
Now, was that recently?
about a year ago. But it's been hanging there a while.
Does Leah know about it?
No.
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 Okay.
Almost forgot about it. Just... Then you have the washing machine lid will drop. And it stays up there pretty good by itself. And it'll slam down real loud. These lights flicker.
Do you have any bad traffic around this area? Like coal trucks?
Not so much.
Not so much.
Not so much anymore.
Does your house have a vibration when they passed?
No.
No.
No. They used to do blasting over here on the hill, but they stopped that. They stopped that probably 3 months after we moved in. They haven't been doing it. They've been planting trees. Bathroom. Oh, I forgot. How this bathroom got steamed up enough one day, I have no idea. this isn't a bathroom that would be steamed, you know, there's no shower. There was little handprints, I got to clean it, but there's little handprints, little, like the baby footprints, and on this mirror, and it was steamed when I walked in.
Was it water?
And the water was running, but it was cold.
Cold water, not hot.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, not at all. That's why I was like, okay, what is this? Nothing goes on back here. Nothing really.
Anything in the living room?
Yes. Toys laid up in here. Toys laid up in here and roll across the floor.
Does anything turn on?
This red truck.
Right there in the back?
The other ones that did, I put in the toy box because they're annoying. The drawer gets opened every now and again. You'll find toys scattered through here. You'll find toys and shoes. Over here, the lights. This is where you'll hear the knocking. Sometimes it's so intense it moves my stuff on my shelf.
The knocking?
Yeah.
And tell me about the glove?
The glove. We was laying on the couches watching TV one night, and I'm laying here just like her, and I seen this glove twitch, and that's when I was going to turn and say something to Jared. I seen it out of the corner of my eye, and the glove was laying just like this, and then the glove just flipped over like that. And that's when I came up off the couch, and I was like, did you see that?
Did he see it?
He's like, yeah, I seen that. And I was like, what the hell was that?
How recent was that?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2-3 weeks ago.
Anything else you witnessed move?
There's a lot that moves in here. There's a lot that moves in here. These trees move. It might sound weird, but they do.
But just like the kitchen, how things move around and
The branches will move. You'll be sitting here watching TV and you'll see things move. Like something's in it and it's not. Or something's moving it. Branches and they're not. I've had ornaments move, which is weird because I yell at everybody about it. I've gave up. I move the ornaments, something moves them. Moves them around. I can't stand it. Drives me crazy. I've had my dad's picture up here move. I found it on the floor. I found, this is his dad and brother that had passed and his grandfather. I found Steven's hat laying over there. I found it's mostly Steven's stuff. I've found Steven's badge thing over there. I found Glenn's binoculars on the floor.
from that location?
Yeah. I don't know what was going on the week of the eclipse. I don't know, Steve Riggleman was trying to tell me something. But this picture was always sideways. Every time I walked in this room, it was sideways.
Did it swing back?
And yeah. I remember the one day I came in from the grocery store, I came through here and I was like, ugh. I come in here, I put my groceries down, I come back in and it's straight. And I was like, okay, Steve, you trying to tell me something? Jared's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, your dad's picture's moving again. So lots of things move. Drives me insane. Then upstairs. Poor little Leland. He's gotta have his room locked down at night. He can't stand it.
Oh, I was about to say, oh, that's moving.
Yeah.
And the fan's on, okay.
Who turned the fan on? I didn't turn the fan on.
I didn't turn the fan on. And this is where...
Nina, did you turn Leland's fan on? Did you turn Leland's fan on? Okay.
She said, no.
No, they're giving you a show.
All right, so we have the fan turned on by itself. It's the second time we were in this room, and I can tell you the fan wasn't on.
Oh. Yeah. They wanted you to see I'm not crazy.
And your son sees a lady?
Yes, he
Across the way?
sees a lady. He says she's in the window. She's mad. She's covered in blood, and she's mad she died, is what his exact words were. That's why I had a dream catcher made for protection. It's got tiger's eye and all that good stuff. It has obsidian in here. I need to have it blessed again. Like I said, they've got obsidian in little protective jars in their rooms.
Does anything turn on by itself?
Oh yeah, the fan. The tree that's not plugged in will light up. This light that's not plugged in will light up and change colors because Jared unplugs it from here. Because like I said, it was the remote for the TV doing it. And he's like, no, I unplugged it. And it's still doing it. Which is weird.
So these little things happening, you're not able to catch them on camera or video, right?
Okay. I want to put a camera in the house. I actually ordered one.
Okay.
And it's one of those 360s to
Yes.
see what's going on in here. And then the famous footprints. Hair out the bottom of the tub. The baby footprints. Which are very strange to me. Like I said, I always wipe the tub out. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Weird. Nina's room. Lights. Come on. She doesn't have her obsidian where it's supposed to be. But she has obsidian. It's supposed to be in the four corners. You hear a lot of walking upstairs. That's the access to the attic. I've put Palo Santo in there, something a little stronger to tone it down.
Now, does she see the same lady across the way?
No. She sees the man.
The man downstairs.
In the doorway, she sees a man. She's been shoved in here. Like I said, when we painted, she got shoved. Just little things moved. Nothing too intense.
Okay.
Enough to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. My room. Nothing ever goes on over here. I don't know why. A couple weeks ago, I heard something. Thought it was those pesky cats because they're always in here bugging me. I looked around the room. Nothing. Called for them. Nothing. Then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. I rolled over that way and I felt something push down on my bed like this, and like it was breathing. I could hear it in my ear.
Now, was it a quick push down, or was
it was like a real.
Somebody sat down.
I think it was like somebody was leaning. Like it was like you could feel it was like this, like pushing real slow. And that's when I raised my head when I heard it. And
Did you see something?
I didn't want to look.
Oh.
Honestly, I didn't. I just said, whatever you are, whoever you are, get the hell out of my room. It's too much now.
Did it work?
Yeah. For that night. I had my blankets pulled off me. I forgot to say that earlier. I had my blankets pulled off me. I've been not hit with a pillow, but like my pillow's been jerked out from under me. I hate that. It scares you in the middle of the night.
Have you said before something about waking up and with a bloody nose?
That was over at that house.
Mm.
I got hit in the face. I've had... Now this has all been since that lunar eclipse that things have been really crazy in here. When we first moved in, you could hear footsteps back and forth. But like I told Jared, I said, they're making their presence known. And as long as they're nice, I'll be nice.
And you've been in the attic. You know what it looks like? There's nothing up there?
There's nothing up there. There's just like the floor joists with insulation in between.
Anyway, a raccoon or a squirrel could get up in there?
Jared goes up there and checks
No.
for that kind of stuff because the wiring, he doesn't want it chewed.
Right.
And these floors are loud, and you hear walking all the time.
While you're in here?
Yeah. While I'm in here. During the day and at night. Mostly at night. I seen a tall, broad-shouldered figure standing here, dark figure, looking this way. I try to keep the peace. I've done black salt, incense, sage, crystals, moon water, you name it. To keep it peaceful.
Right.
Because, like I told Jared, if somebody was here and is still here and they have attachment to here and they're not causing me any harm, I don't mind that they're here.
You don't mind.
It's when they start causing me harm, touching me, leaning on my bed,
Yeah, getting.
getting physical, I don't want it.
Yes.
Or my kids being scared.
When was the last time you saged?
Coming up on a month.
A month.
Yeah.
You thinking about doing it again, or possibly asking Leah?
I'm going to ask Leah.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything until I find out exactly what's going on. Because I don't want to piss it off.
Gotcha.
Any more than I already have.
Gotcha.
It's like I said, when I sage, everything will stop. It like ceases, and then it comes back gradually.
But never stronger?
Oh, it gets stronger. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's never been that physical.
And how about your husband?
Yeah,
Same thing?
but he hears the voices.
Voices.
He has a driving force that it was gradual. Like I noticed, like I said, Jared likes a clean house. Who doesn't? But not to the point that you're going to so extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that he's hearing voices that are like driving him to do it. It's like it's almost driving him crazy, and he's hearing ringing, and he's hearing all kinds. Like he said, he tried talking to it last night. I'm like, what? Like, don't do that.
Yeah, anywhere else? Up here, upstairs?
No. That's the norm in here. Oh, this cabinet door was broken off. There was a door here. And probably about 6 months ago, it was broken. It was pulled, this hinge was pulled off, and it was just hanging by the one. And we both woke up and was like, what the hell? We didn't hear anything. Nothing. So he just took the other one off.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool at all. I've had, let's see, just stuff moved on this shelf. This is nothing but candles and incense and stuff. Waters, salts, herbs. I've had stuff moved around on here. The pendulum was hanging on that the one day. The sage stick I couldn't find. I couldn't find it for days. It was up underneath of there. I don't know if it was them or the cats.
I like that table you have there.
Thanks.
It's nice. Nice setup.
Thank you. Just weird things, you know. You find crystals on the floor. Could be the cats. Could be whatever. The cats really don't mess with it though. Cats don't get on it much.
Does one of your cats get excited when there's no need to?
The black one.
Black one.
He gets all puffed up and growling.
Looking in the air corner in a certain area?
The one time it was like he was going in circles. Like
Chasing
whatever
his
it was
tail.
doing.
Oh.
Like he was looking up and he was following whatever it was. Hissing.
Is there one room that he does not go into?
No, he goes everywhere. He's mostly in Nina's room. Fan's still off. That's funny that happened.
Yeah, we get to catch something.
Yeah. But yeah, like I sage and Like I said, it stops and then it comes back. And it's been, the physical stuff has been since that lunar eclipse. Like that's what, like right after that, that's when the leaning on the bed and stuff like that started. That's not cool.
That was what, 2 weeks ago?
That was a couple weeks ago, yeah. Because noises got really, really, really loud. And then that happened.
So what are you, what are your plans to, I guess, have this house? Lee's coming here?
I hope so. I need to know if it's what's over there has attached and is coming here, or if this is separate entities.
As this is one land, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Always been?
No.
Oh, okay.
I need to know, like, I want to know if there's something attached to one of us. I've been told that. 2 different people told me that there's an attachment, but they don't know what it is, and they don't know how to get rid of it. I need to find somebody else to...
Does your back hurt?
All the time.
Or so? Does it climb up your spine? Might. Does anything happen outside?
You'll see figures.
Figures.
Mm-hmm.
Are they moving or
Yeah.
still? Yeah?
They move.
Any questions for me?
No.